Hey Ron, what is MAO?
Well, it's not mayonnaise. It's a MAO. In fact, let me show you on the board here what it is. Okay. ARV, that's after repaired value, excellent condition, ready to sell, is what ARV is. Not the asking price. ARV, after repaired value. That means you've got to have the ability to go online and find out what the real ARV is, or you're going to come up with a bad formula at the bottom. Most people underestimate what the ARV is, thus or making their offer lower, therefore killing the deal and wonder why they're not getting anything bought. And then there's those people that overestimate the ARV and then at the end take a lesson because the profit's not there they thought it was going to be there, and it sells cheaper than what they thought it was going to sell for. So determining the ARV is pretty important. Then you take the ARV times 70% minus repairs. You've got to be able to estimate the repairs too. I do it from my phone by looking at the pictures of the inside of the house, and everybody I work with does it the same way. I have a young man that's deals with me here in Jacksonville, and he goes and looks at the repair estimate and checks the ARVs on 5 to 15 houses every single day that we get an automatic feed from our realtor on properties that need work and the lower end stuff, and the ones that go back on the market and they all need renovated. So ARV times 70% minus repairs equals MAO. So let's say the ARV was 300, all right, times 70% is 210. Let's say it needs 50 in repairs, okay? So 210 minus 50 equals 160. So the MAO is 160. Now, what's it say here? Never pay MAO. Well, we don't come close to MAO, because if I offer MAO, what am I going to sell it for if I want to wholesale it for? Because your buyers aren't going to pay much more than MAO, so you don't have an exit strategy. If I pay MAO and I buy it and rehab it, this 70% is assuming that all the costs are built in there, and 20% of that we put on profit. But it does not take in consideration if you're going to list it with a realtor and sell it, or if you're going to use private money to buy it. Those are two big costs. So I don't come anywhere close to MAO. So my property right there, well, let me just give you one that we just put under contract a couple days ago. The ARV is 230, 230 after repair. Okay, whoop. So 230 times 70% is what? 140, 161. 161, is that right? Only needs about 20 in repairs. So the MAO would equal 141. All right? We're paying $115,000 for that house. The point is, if my repair estimate is low, I'm okay. If I screw up everything along the way, I'm okay. Because your profit is going to be determined by your purchase price, not your repair costs. So you don't have to be, you're never going to be perfect. I bought, I don't know, well over 3,000 houses. I ain't got one right yet. Maybe someday I will, but I don't care because there's plenty of profit margin in there, no matter what the repair costs are. I mean, what if they're 20, oops, that's supposed to be 20K. What if they're 30,000? What if they're 40,000? You understand, if I'm paying 115 for this house with a MAO of 140, I'm well protected. No savvy real estate investor that I know is going to pay anywhere near MAO if they're paying all cash for a property. Now keep in mind, that's assuming you're paying all cash. That has nothing to do with terms deals. It's terms deals, I don't have to come up with the money. Also, if the ARV is above 300, that 70% becomes 80%. So then it's ARV times 80% minus repairs equal MAO. But please don't ever forget this part right here. You don't come anywhere near MAO if you expect to make money on this property. All right, so that's it. That's the magic formula that has been tested and proven for a whole lot of years. In fact, I created this way back and been living with it every single time we buy a house. We figure out what the MAO is first.